Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ, and it's time for a list video. This time, we're ranking the top 5 years of Hero Factory. So let's rank them. No honorable mentions. There was only 5 years for Hero Factory, starting with 2010 and then going up to 2014. Story aside, because let's face it, the story for Hero Factory is not that good. No honorable mentions because it's only 5 years. We already know where everything's going to be anyway. So, number 5 is the obvious one, Invasion from Below. What? The walkthrough for the game that sucked in the beginning, that walkthrough, which served, I guess, as an episode of Hero Factory, but it's not. It's just a stupid animated walkthrough. The voice acting was flipped around somehow, and also the CGI just wasn't that good. It was subpar compared to the previous years, and also it was just incredibly stupid. This animation was horrendously bad. The product-wise, the mechs were shit. They really were. The beasts were okay. For the most part, I will say that. The beasts were alright. They looked cool. They looked monstrous. They looked quasi-demonic in a way. And they looked like they could fuck your shit up. But aside from Evo's big mech, which is probably the only one that actually I give a damn about, the other mechs looked like shit. They were nothing special at all. They were all crap. The combination models were stupid. Look at the one combination model that looks like it has a massive dick as its a ram, battering ram sort of thing. Like, I always joked that it was a ramming dong. Wow, what a horrible design choice. This was for kids, though. This was a child's toy that you combine 2 toys into one, and it has a penis, apparently. What the flying fuck? And not to mention the minifigs. Oh my Christ, the minifigs are horrible. The Hero Factory Hero minifigs were bullshit. Who says that they liked the minifigs for these heroes? It's bullshit. These are terrible. They look like shit. I want to buy every single, all 7 of them, dump them into a, I guess, a mason jar. Fill that mason jar up with lighter fluid, toss in a match, and watch them burn. Because they were stupid. These minifigs look like shit. Yeah, they're collectible. That doesn't matter. They're still shit. They look ugly. Not to mention their mechs, their respective mechs, were worthless. They're terrible. And once again, that CG animation walkthrough thing was a piece of shit. So, Invasion from Below. If you actually think Invasion from Below is the best year for Hero Factory, you are living in a dream world. You are just blind to the fact that Invasion from Below was literally the worst year of Hero Factory, and that's why it's at number 5. Fuck you. Number 4, Rise of the Rookies. This has 4 episodes for the TV show, and this was 2010. This was when things were still semi-bionicle. Alright? This is when the designs for, I guess, the heroes, but mostly for the villains, were based on existing platforms. Von Nebula and Rotor took influence from Von Nebula, mostly from Tuma. Von Nebula mostly took influence from Tuma, while Rotor something else, I guess. But these were cool sets. They really were. The story was still meh for the most part. This was the year where Hero Factory was really getting a head start. It really was. This was the first year. Of course, it's not going to be the best. There was a lot of Bionicle recolored parts, a lot of parts that were there was new molds as well, new weapons, new armor, and other shit. And also design techniques and building techniques that felt more Bionicle than 2011 did. And this principally was kind of cool. I mean, it's like Hero Factory was a spiritual successor to Bionicle. It's been proven. And as a result of that, the villains were pretty cool. The heroes, well, not really. The dropship, I didn't buy it, so I don't care. The Furno's motorcycle, while I don't care about the Furno that came with the set, I do like the motorcycle. Speed of Demon's bike is stupid, to be honest, and we'll get there. I never got Bulk and Vapor, but hey, Vapor looks pretty cool for the most part. Even though, yeah. But 2010, Hero Factory 2010, Rise of the Rookies. Solid start, I have to say. Number 3 is Breakout. Remember when I said we'd be talking about this? Well, Breakout was a 2-part episode, and we got Cryo Shell because of this. Breakout featuring Tyne Midgard. This is a great song. I love it. It's fantastic. If Cryo Shell was doing concerts, this would be the song they would use as their final song to end the concert with, which is pretty cool. But they don't do concerts, so... Anyway, the sets for Breakout, there was 9 heroes, 9 villains, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. While some of the heroes were a bit rubbish, they were a bit shit, they were kind of crappy, there were still some hero designs that were pretty awesome, and then you got meme-worthy ones like Stormer XL. Yeah, get over it, guys. Come on, it's just a toy. I don't think Stormer XL deserves all of the meme potential that it had, or like the jokes that it spawned from it. Black Phantom was sort of basic in a way. I mean, it kind of felt like a more simpler Fire Lord in a way, but at the same time, still had some unique parts. And I do like that helmet mask design. That's pretty cool. We got 3 of that in 2012. So recolors, that's pretty cool. And also, just in general, the villains, there were some really good sets, like obviously Core Hunter, which was the serial killer equivalent in Hero Factory. He had a pretty interesting match. There was a prototype that had like white the Iron Man heads, and 4 of them going around like a bandolier or something. That looked a little macabre for Bionicle, or for Lego Hero Factory. But Brain Attack definitely felt like it was a bit half and half. You know, some of the sets were good, some of the sets were kind of meh, but overall, still pretty solid. Number 2 is Brain Attack. This was the last good wave of Hero Factory. Invasion from Below still irks me. Fuck it. Yeah, Brain Attack had the best versions of the heroes that we got. Furno XL had meme potential, yes, but I feel like the Breeze that we got from Brain Attack was the best version of Breeze. Surge was alright. Stormer looked pretty cool. Raka, Evo, those were pretty alright too. Bulk, and the best thing about these sets from 2013 from Brain Attack were the creatures themselves, the beasts, the monsters. These were basically animals that were possessed by these evil brains, and they looked pretty cool. They had some decent functions, like Dragon Bolt was an electric-based dragon. He had a thing you can press on his back, and his wings would flap up and down, which is pretty cool. He also had Bruiser with his smash thing, like Hulk smash. Yeah, also Pyrox, who looks like a fucking demon. I mean, seriously, who can't like Pyrox? He is easily one of my favorite Hero Factory sets of all time. We'll get to that. But besides Core Hunter, Pyrox is a fucking demon. You have to respect that. That is pretty cool. It's nice to see a demon-looking character in Hero Factory that can really, like, fuck your shit up. He'll burn you with his weapon, and that's pretty cool. You know? So, I've had 3 Pyroxes at one point. They're all disassembled now. They rebuild all 3 of them just because they're fucking demons! I mean, come on. So yeah, Brain Attack definitely had some fantastic sets. Now, there was the Jet Rocka set. Now, the version of Rocka on that just looked like shit. It was completely crap. There was too much wrong with it. Okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, there was just too much wrong with the Jet Rocka. Well, the Rocka from the Jet Rocka set. But the jetpack itself leaves a lot to be desired. It did have some excellent parts. I've used them on my Dragula vehicle. And, yeah. The jetpack was pretty cool. I remember seeing myself, you know, holding down the trigger thing or whatever, and just seeing the wings floop up, which was pretty cool, and just whoosh. I get a new copy of that somewhere, because I don't want to rebuild it. That'll take way too much time to hunt down all the fucking parts. I mean, seriously. I mean, I probably have all the parts, but still. Brain Attack definitely was the last breath of fresh air for Hero Factory. It was definitely the last good wave. Both waves, honestly. Both halves of the year. It was definitely a fantastic year for Hero. It was like, for me, Hero Factory's swan song year, because we all know the tragedy of Invasion from Below. Invasion from Below fucking blows. And with that, number 1 is, well, it's 2011. Savage Planet, and before that, Ordeal of Fire. Let's talk about Ordeal of Fire first. This was the introduction of CCBS. Character and Creature Building System. Yay! I like CCBS. I think it's a fun system to work with, and it's pretty enjoyable. I do like seeing the kinds of creations you can get out of CCBS. I definitely had my share of fantastic creations. I have a revamp of Aquagon from Brain Attack. And of course, I was so inclined to give him a penis. But yeah, so you can do that with CCBS. You can make a freaking cock if you wanted to. Ordeal of Fire introduced the new heroes. You got 2 new rookies, Nex and Evo. These were interesting. Wait, already new characters? Seriously? I mean, yeah, new characters. The episode itself was alright for the most part. Yeah, so the upgrade was pretty cool. It was nice to like customize the heroes to your liking. The headgear thing was kind of a neat concept. It just was not well executed. It was just kind of and the weapons, dime a dozen, I'd say. And well, the villains were probably the star of the show for Ordeal of Fire. Fire Lord looked pretty fucking awesome. I mean, seriously, look at Fire Lord and get yourself a copy and rebuild him if you want. He was pretty cool. He was a Titan scale figure that really set a new benchmark for a couple of future Titan builds, like with Rocka XL and which I feel like was an improvement on the Fire Lord design, while Black Phantom was kind of felt like they regressed a little bit, but still had a bit of thing going on there. Drill Dozer was cool. He had the black bullrock teeth. It's nice. Scrawl feet as well. That big drill weapon was pretty cool. Nitro Blast and the other dude, Jetbug, had like Jetbug was like a flying dude. There's a lot of greebliness to some of the parts, a lot of brand new aesthetics and whatnot. Jetbug, I think, used the Paraka feet in black, which is nice. Nice to have those every now and then. Nitro Blast had a couple of Inika feet in red. That's cool. I got a couple of spares as of this year because I went to. So that's the story I already told before. But yeah, Nitro Blast, I don't really care for that much. He's kind of weird. I don't know. But yeah, the villains were interesting. There were some nice techniques that were pulled off with their builds, and I feel like this was a new era for villains of Hero Factor, or for construction-based sets. Now, obviously, we got the Ultra builds as well, and you got Legends of Chima, and yeah, so the CCBS was in full force, and it started with Hero Factory, but that doesn't mean you can call them Hero Factory parts. You are idiots. It started with Hero Factory, yes. That doesn't mean you have to automatically associate 100% as Hero Factory parts, you idiots. Get over it. Fuck. Now, Savage Planet was a 2-part episode, but on the DVD, it's basically spliced in as one film, which is pretty cool. You could do that with Breakout as well, so we didn't get that on DVD unless it was a bootleg. But Savage Planet took the heroes to a whole nother world. Savage Planet is what it was. The planet of savages. And this is where we got some creatures, which were pretty cool. Scorpio, that fucking scorpion character was pretty cool. There was a gorilla ape thing. I can't remember its name, but it looked pretty cool. I never got it. You got Waspix, who was a wasp creature. She was pretty cool. You got Fangs, which was like a some weird creature. I liked the creatures in this this portion of 2011. This was the second half of 2011. The heroes themselves were alright. You've got the introduction of Raka. So there was a 2.0 version, obviously, for the episode of Savage Planet. Now, we didn't get that version, obviously. However, Jang Bricks made his own, and it was fantastic. Good job, dude. And, well, I don't have much else to say about the heroes other than they're taking motifs from animals, like Stringer the bear, Bulk the wolf. That was pretty cool. Stormer the rhino. I've got a combination mock I made where it combines 2 of Stormer, and that was pretty fucking cool. So there you go. What else was there? There was Nex the tiger. Arr. Oh my god. And of course Furno, which was the eagle. So that's cool. We didn't get Breeze or Surge or Evo at all, but whatever. But yeah, so these heroes looked pretty cool. They had some nice new parts. I like those little spike things that you tack onto the CCBS shells, and other stuff in the paw pieces, which are pretty cool. You'd see those used on many other sets like Kopaka G2. And yeah, so man, CCBS was just a full force. I can't forget about Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor is the best set from Hero Factory, hands fucking down. You can't disagree. If you do, you are wrong. 100%. Witch Doctor, he's still standing proudly over there on the shelf, and I love that set. $30 well spent, got it for Christmas of the year. I feel like the prototype Quasi staff, it looked much cooler, but hey, I might try and build that someday. I might need a list of parts in order to hunt down the parts that I need to build that staff, but give me a list of the parts, picture-wise, I guess, and I'll see if I can conjure up those parts in order to build the thing. But yeah, Witch Doctor is a pretty fucking awesome set. Yeah, he's a little hollow in terms of the the torso, like on the back of the torso, you see that there, and its crotch region, and there are some problems with the set, but I am overlooking those problems because it's so fucking awesome. Look at Witch Doctor and realize his majesty. This was a set that it was like CCBS was trying to reach its full potential, but it wasn't fully realized with Witch Doctor. It wasn't fully realized with General Grievous or Darth Vader either. Both Darth Vaders. I mean, seriously. CCBS never really reached its full potential, and that is sad. It really is. But Witch Doctor was an excellent attempt at experimentation with the CCBS. You got double joints with each leg. You got the arms also being 2 joints put together. There's a lot of fucking ball joints on that set. I mean, seriously, so many fucking ball joints. Even the little red ball joints with the axle going through. There was like 39 of those in there. 39 balls. That's a lot of balls. And just the Quasar staff pieces, the Quasar spikes are pretty cool. The Ben 10 pieces in white as well. It's nice. I just overall love Witch Doctor. The set is fantastic, and the skull motif on the face, it comes with 2 of those, so there you go. Yeah, I have to say Witch Doctor is the best Hero Factory villain set of all time. What's the best hero? There is no best hero. Seriously, there is no best hero set. They're all... Well, let's just be honest. There are some Hero Factory hero sets that are pretty damn good, especially when it comes to Brain Attack, and maybe some in Breakout as well. But there was never 100% perfect 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100, beyond that, 1,000 out of 1 hero set from Hero Factory. It was just not going to happen. There's no way. Obviously, no Hero Factory set is fucking perfect. It's the same with everything else. But Witch Doctor is definitely the best Hero Factory villain. My second favorite is Pyrox, and my third is, well, Core Hunter. What's my fourth? Probably Frost Beast, but hey, Frost Beast was a fucking Yeti. That was pretty cool. But yeah. Savage Planet and Ordeal Fire was, well, specifically Savage Planet is probably the best arc of Hero Factory because it was different. It took the heroes to a different planet that was dying because Witch Doctor was stealing the Quasar for himself, and he possessed the creatures, and the heroes had to reverse all of this, and they did. So, wow. This was a year. I mean, it really was. 2011 was a big year for Hero Factory because you had 2 different arcs. Ordeal of Fire and Savage Planet, and I feel like it all did fantastically well. If Hero Factory was is part of your childhood growing up, damn, you had one hell of a childhood, I guess, because Hero Factory definitely had some great products over the years. It's just that Invasion from Below is... it has to be the worst. It literally is. Invasion from Below is number 5. Number 1 is Savage Planet Ordeal Fire. And that's my list. Keep in mind, this is my list. Yours will be different from mine. Post yours in the comment section below. What is the best years of Hero Factory from 1 to 5? Keep in mind that Ordeal of Fire and Savage Planet are the same year, blah blah blah. Which of those would you put ahead of the other? Ordeal of Fire first or Savage Planet first? I put Savage Planet first because, well, there's just so much. There's so much good. There really was. As much as I shat on Hero Factory when it first came out, over the years, it took a while, but over the years it's sort of grown on me as I was buying the sets and, you know, building with them, and playing with them, and enjoying the sets for what they were. it's just Hero Factory. Invasion from Below just wasn't going to cut it for me. I wasn't going to purchase every fucking set just for the parts. I wasn't going to do that. That's a waste of money. Because the mechs look like shit, the minifigs look like shit, and it was all shit. The beasts were fine. For the most part, I feel like some of them could have been improved, even the smallest ones. But still. Even the little jumpers were kind of cool. They reminded me of the Visorak, except the Visorak, little spring-loading were more, they were one piece as compared to the jumpers, which were 3 pieces. Whatever. Point is, Hero Factory, over its course of 5 years, had some great sets, but also had some bad sets. And in terms of the overall years, well, these are the 5. So, 1 is Savage Planet, Ordeal Fire, Brain Attack is number 2, Breakout's number 3, Rise of the Rookies is number 4, and Invasion from Below is number 5. What's your list? Post in the comment section below. Stay tuned for more list videos. I've got some more ideas in the pipeline. So, and if you feel like I picked on your favorite year of Hero Factory, which is probably Invasion from Below, keep in mind, this is my list, not yours. So, there you go. And with that, we are done with this video, we're done with this list, and I'm gonna work on the next one. I don't know what that'll be, but hey. So, yay. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos. I am TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks. Have a good fucking day, and peace.